toe to leather, and we'll get started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble and throws. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air. It's Dart. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll throw it on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Direct snap. Fights off a defender. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And the Rebels will keep this drive going.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Parrish. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys, and that's exactly what that QB did on that angle.
That's reeled in, it's right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Caught in the backfield, it's right. Delivers to contact. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Right back to it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it on the counter. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now from inside the red zone. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Lets it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with.
Grab near the marker. It's Priestcorn. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 1st down for this offense. Snap it to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Oh, close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Rebels are threatening on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Dart. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, then that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Motion from the offense. They'll run the toss. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch. It's right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a second down play. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Fair catch called for and made. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Wants to throw on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Parrish. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Barry. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Tosses to the quarterback. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wide out. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Lee. Stopped after making the catch. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he drops to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Slips through the line. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out of. The 26. 5 he's brought down at the 26. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On the run, it's Keith. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The Bulls racing to the line in a hurry up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Lets it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Singletary. Touchdown, South Florida. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything. And then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the air, it's Dart. Got his man quickly. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Rebels are on the move. Going up top on 1st down. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulls. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Back to throw, it's Dart. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if that last interception the quarterback threw last drive is starting to affect him and what he's seeing right now. He's seeing ghosts. Doesn't look very confident throwing the football. He's lucky the defense dropped that last throw.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He's going to run it. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Touchdown, USF. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Dart. They're trying to get to it. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack.
South Florida, 28, Ole Miss, 10.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw for it. Got his man on the outside.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Quarterback will audible. Brown wants to pass. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Bulls in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give?
Going over the top. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job.
He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for it all. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Throws to the tight end. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And the Bulls want to crank the tempo.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking off. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Bulls have their offense in high gear. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're the head coach now, you start running the football. That's now the second pick you've thrown in the fourth quarter. You've got the lead. It's time now to try to ice the game.
Coming after him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. And he throws another interception. Trying to take it back. Touchdown Bulls! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Got it in the middle. It's Lee. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Tackled immediately after the catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking for a man. It's Dart. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, South Florida.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent to me.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The Rebels are in the hurry up. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires the pass, intercepted.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Brown wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it. 4th and very, very long. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the pole.
Unleashes one deep. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team. And that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward.
This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will kick it away to start. He'll call for the fair catch here. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. The offense set for a first down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Ward. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Quick pass on the fly motion. Keeps the legs moving. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
Got a man in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Badgers have pushed it inside the 20. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Badger. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Badgers getting that pass rush from the second level like they did with a T.J. Watt or his brother who played up front who transferred from Central Michigan.
They've had a long list of guys, and it's funny, they all kind of look the same. You know, athletic, smart guys that are tough guys, but one thing you have to have at Wisconsin for defense, versatility when you play linebacker.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Flushed out of the pocket. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it smart, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Trying to get to it. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. DB's right up on the receivers. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Offense in the hurry up. Reads it, fires complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Off the RPO. Throw right, looking for the chains. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They think there's room to run to the right here. Oh, gave the defender the business. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on first, second, and third down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job of his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fakes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pauly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it down the right side. And he breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
And I love the play call. Oftentimes, offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw. It's Van Dyke. Fires left. And that pass picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He'll start this drive firing. Gets away. Buys a little time. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's going to pass on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll take another shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Canes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Scanning the field, it's Van Dyke. He's got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on a short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Pauly. Bulldozes him. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when the 3's coming soon.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Canes moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's George. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They'll try to snap it quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. The give on the inside. Just plowing down the field. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Looking for a man. It's Van Dyke. Fires to the middle. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defense is
going to take a shot at this DB. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking for an open man on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, K! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here. Let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Badger! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against it. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They'll go right back to him. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Miami! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. Fires to the big fella. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On second down, just keeps firing. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And obviously on that third down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO. But how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up fourth down.
Man, they have been great on fourth down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete and the defense holds.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. Defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Dropping back, it's Ward. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
2nd down coming up. He leaves it with his back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And the ball squirted out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the catch. And goes out of bounds just short of the goal line. Set up and in great position here.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Wisconsin 35, Miami 28.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. You get down in the red zone and then you have a couple of plays like this offense has just put out there. This can absolutely ruin your day. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now on 1st down from the 40. To throw, it's Van Dyke. Makes his connection. At the 20, he's got space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Trying to surge it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
How about the day for this young player? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set.
28.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
To the air, it's Ward. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the Canes in the hurry-up.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Brings it down on the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Arroyo. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the comeback is on. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit, and even with 2 timeouts left, I think they're going to sit there on defense and watch the clock hit 0 if they do this. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barry Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Going up top on first down. Still looking on the move. He's got it. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fast motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. Oh, he wants it all. It's complete. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Pressure coming. Quarterback moving. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And it's picked off for the third time today. Touchdown, Badger! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And how about that play by this defense, reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to take a chin, and the ball is loose on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
To the air, it's Ward. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. These corners going to give them some space. Wants to fire on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's going to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And they desperately wanted to... turn, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. For a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Gets it out quickly. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Coming after him. Now improvising. It's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. On the run, it's Carter. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Pitt pushing the pace.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Offense in a bunch formation. On the move, it's Young. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Gets away from 1. Trying to get to him. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're tied 0-0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback will audible. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Williams. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Wow, what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Holstein. Buys a little time. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And you don't usually say that very often, the strong safety with the sack. Usually a guy you spin down in the box, but you could tell he knew what was going on, diagnosed the play, saw he had an opportunity to go get that quarterback, and he went and got it.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mumpfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Running back goes in motion. He'll set up to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Pitt! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on 1st down from the 28. Motion from the offense. To the ground. He's got it again. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Caught kicking. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He makes a grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Holstein. He fires to the left side. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Pitt right back to the line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now on 2nd down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He'll take the deep shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. DBs will back off a bit. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Hale. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
The Panthers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive on it? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Milroe. On the run, still looking. Fires downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
They want to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will give him the lead. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Fielded in the end zone. It's gone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Extending the play. Caught in the backfield, it's Reed. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback extends the play. Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, effective, and even better, getting him on the ground.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Panthers are in the hurry-up. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Tempo and overdrive. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Got a man, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense, quick tempo.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quick catch on third down. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snags it over the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Pitt pushing the pace. Quarterback checking the play. The aerial assault continues. Throwing right. It's caught. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Open runway ahead. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you've got to finish the deal. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes that Alabama offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that one got away from the quarterback. They've got the lead, but it's not by much. You just can't make mental mistakes like that. The football never should have gone to that intended target, and the defense makes them pay. Could they now take the lead here in the 4th?
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got a man. It's Williams. Finds a crease at the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, to keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback checking off. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Just led him a little too far. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Hit right back to the line. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown time. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the AAC, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. All wideouts, no backs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He's right on target. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Intercepted. Gets away from one. He's got space. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set. First down. They go to the draw. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Direct snap. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On third down, he drops the throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Now, a fourth down.
Tulane looking for the fourth down conversion here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Working that left side now. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Vandergrift. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense has stayed on the field inside their own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He finds his man. And the ball slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a...
Had the first down. You had it in your grasp. All you got to do is take care of the football, secure the football. You're trying to do everything you can to reach for it, scratch for it, claw for it, and then secure it. Don't lose it. Don't put it on the ground. Bad job by the offense securing the football.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he's knocked down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Ran through the contact. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll let it go down the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They keep attacking through the air. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
As soon as he saw man coverage, he knew exactly where he was going with it. One-on-one with the post throw outside. Great job stacking the defender, using his speed, putting his foot in the ground to separate. At that point, it was just a matter of locating the ball and making.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play at the back half.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. One-score game still in the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Power football with the run. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Vandergrift. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. I mean, you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Hughes. At the 35, he's loose. The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. Touchdown, Tulane! What a grab and go for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons.
That's a fumble on the play. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fast motion from the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense playing a bail technique. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's huge. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Tulane right back to the line.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Working on the right. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. He's got it.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
He wants to throw it again. Oh, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the right. He's got him, and they convert. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
To the air on first down. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Green Wave. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Kentucky right back to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. Stopped after making the catch. Up-tempo for the offense.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Finds his tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physical.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They'll go to the air. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Tulane 28, Kentucky 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The run to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
This is a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They move the tight end all over. On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you start to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for,
got a lot of running room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Gets it out fast. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Looking for space. It's Hughes. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it past the marker. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone and the 10.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No.
Oh, look out! The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tulane!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away to buy time. And the ball's free in the backfield. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Kentucky going quickly. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Runs through a tackle. They get him down after he makes the catch. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
And his throw is incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. Going for it all. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on first down. Coming after it. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it to the back. Oh, what a move! And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A gut check on the doorstep. 3rd and goal here in overtime. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they're on top here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. In this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
down they need to answer with a touchdown. Motion from the offense. Give to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kentucky right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. 3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You want